for the overrun of time. It was an exceptionally insightful debate. Now, ladies and gentlemen, may I introduce to you the Honorable Mahen Kumar Siratan, who is Minister of Financial Services and Good Governance from Mauritius. So after the December 2014 general elections, he was appointed as the Minister of Agro-Industry and Food Security. Since November 2019, he is serving as the Minister of Financial Services and Good Governance, a professional accountant with a master's degree in business administration with specialization in finance from the University of Mauritius. Sir, it is our privilege to have you this morning. Please, can I ask that you join us on stage? Ladies and gentlemen, if I could ask you just to take your seats, thank you very much.
Thank you. Distinguished honorable members, Your Excellencies, ambassadors, business leaders and investors, distinguished participants, members of the press, ladies and gentlemen, a very good morning to you all. I'm privileged to be given the opportunity to stand before such a distinguished audience this morning in the margin of the Africa Financial Services Investment Conference 2022, here in the City of London. The title of my speech this morning is Mauritius for Africa, Mauritius for You. Within the short time that I've been given, I'll try my best to share the highlights of this double-barrel pledge. Ladies and gentlemen, let me start with Africa. We are all here for Africa. Distinguished guests, Africa is on the move and is one of the fastest growing regions in the world. Africa is home to 17% of the world population, and this population is set to double by 2050. Its middle class is projected to grow to more than 1 billion consumers. Africa is also home to 30% of the world's global mineral reserves, with over 10% of the global oil and gas reserves, 40% of the world's gold, and 80 to 90% of the world's platinum. According to the FAO, the world will need to increase food production by an additional 50% by 2050 to meet the growing food demand, and with 60% of the world's unstoppable arable, including also land in Africa. The bulk of the increase in food production will have to come from the continent. Ladies and gentlemen, in God we have faith, in data we trust. For many investors around the world, these figures represent opportunities to tap into a booming consumer market where investments can find long-term value. On the other hand, significant inflows are required to help meet the $350 billion objective set by the African Union's Agenda 2063, as well as the realization of the Sustainable Development Goals. Wealth and prosperity can only be created with more trade and investment activities, and in this regard, Mauritius will continue to play a decisive and impactful role. This leads me to the second pledge. Mauritius for Africa. Mauritius, the star and key of the Indian Ocean, has deep ancestral ties with Africa, intimate geographical links, and above all, we share with the African people a wonderful story of brotherhood, which makes us a strategic gateway for investment to the continent. My government has an unflinching engagement for the Mauritian International Financial Center to be the leading platform for trade, investments, and capital raising for the African region. It is noteworthy, ladies and gentlemen, that the Mauritius jurisdiction is key to driving quality foreign direct investment in the continent. Investment from Mauritius into Africa represents 9% of overall foreign investment into the continent. We represent a strong regional development partner, and we are leaving no stone unturned in our engagement of serving Africa well. Ladies and gentlemen, I am confident that after today, at this very Africa Financial Services Investment Conference 2022, many of you in the hall will come forward and make new investment commitments with Mauritius. You will do so because facts and figures speak volumes on our inherent strengths and our core values. You will do so because you see Mauritius as a bastion of stability. You will do so because you see an oasis with a strong, vibrant democracy and accountable institutions amidst geopolitical tensions affecting many parts of the world. You will do so because you see an independent and respected judiciary and the rule of law. You see a well-regulated banking, financial, and taxation system, and you see labor laws that protect rights of employees and employers. As investors, you know investments are secure, that the operating environment is stable, and that you're supported by policy certainty and regulatory safeguards. You also know that while our double taxation and investment protection agreements help in improving returns and ensuring safety of investments, we have made significant improvements to be a jurisdiction with more substance. You also see a government which is on a transformative journey that deploys massive efforts and resources to bring the best in class infrastructure to the benefit of our citizens and visitors. Ladies and gentlemen, for all these reasons and so much more, I invite you to come and do business with Mauritius. Our motto is Mauritius for you. Our strength lies in moving away from the generic, offering a personalized experience to investors, telling them not what they can do for Mauritius, but what Mauritius can do for them. We believe in narrowcasting rather than broadcasting our offerings, and we endeavor to be empathetic and to the realities of the markets and clientele we serve. We stand by our word when we say that we tailor products and services and revise our processes to meet client needs by remaining all the while a compliant jurisdiction. On the compliance agenda, I'm proud to mention that in the recent evaluation of the Eastern and Southern Africa Anti-Money Laundering Group, ASAMLAG, Mauritius has been admitted in a very select club. We are now the first and only country in Africa to have been rated as compliant or largely compliant on all the 40 FATF recommendations. Ladies and gentlemen, the new IMF database, which for the first time measures cross-border flows and positions of special purpose entities resident in 26 participating economies, gives interesting insights. FDI positions channeled through resident SPs are remarkably high in some countries. For Mauritius, it is 30 times the size of our economy. Ladies and gentlemen, in our pursuit to achieving excellence in client experience, we actively upgrade our frameworks, our licenses, our products, and introduce fintech to ease processes so that investors can do business more smartly. We recently launched an online platform to make regulatory service accessible at a mere click in a bid to generate positive user experience and upgrade our services to the ultimate form of ease of doing business. In terms of innovation in our product offerings, we recently introduced the Virtual Asset and Initial Token Offerings Services Act, which provides a comprehensive legislative framework to regulate new and developing business activities of virtual assets and initial token offerings. As part of our wealth management and family office offerings, we offer a strong pool of talent across the whole range of professional services, including wealth and asset management, legal and tax advisory, trust services, to name but a few. I'm happy to say that we are building up a strong community of family offices. Ladies and gentlemen, COVID-19 has given us a bitter taste of what a global health crisis can look like. If we take it from climate change experts, we should be ready to face much bigger calamities. COVID-19 may turn out to be a dress rehearsal and has been an important wake-up call for us to bring greater focus on urgency in our ESG efforts. The choices we all make in finance and investments matter. It matters very much. Ladies and gentlemen, Mauritius is actively working to give the comfort to investors so that funds channeled through Mauritius for Africa come with robust sustainability credentials. You will soon be hearing more from us on this front. Ladies and gentlemen, Mauritius is very much a miracle. Tucked in the middle of the Indian Ocean, the league tables put us in enviable positions. I must say that our IFC is so young. We are celebrating our 30 years next month. Indeed, we are an economic miracle, and I gave you the assurance that the best is yet to come. I invite you, ladies and gentlemen, to be part of a young, dynamic, resilient nation positioning itself at the forefront of progress and change. I take the opportunity to invite you to speak to the Permanent Secretary of my ministry, to my colleagues from the Economic Development Board, or myself to share your investment needs. We are grateful for this conference and the opportunity to forge new connections. We are here to build strong partnership with all of you as long-term partners with Mauritius, not just as investors, but as partners in shaping a better African region. Indeed, ladies and gentlemen, we are gathered today to share the hope the optimism of a continent which is on the move, where huge capital flows continue to be mobilized and directed to nurture its growth and development, where opportunities continue to generate high returns, and where technology and innovation are at the test bed for ever more prosperity and progress. Again, Mauritius is committed to play fully its role in this exciting journey ahead. With these words, I thank you for your kind attention.
Thank you.